Yeah, this is A. Bolden with Lehigh Valley News. Okay, and in the first story, a 30-year-old Monroe woman was charged Thursday with providing the drugs that killed a 38-year-old man last summer in Ross Township, Pennsylvania, state police reported. Um, the woman is the woman who sold the drugs is being held at Northampton County Prison in Eastern in an unrelated case. Record shows she's from Pocono Township. She had to be arraigned on Friday morning on Monroe County charges of possession with intent to deliver drugs. Drugs delivered resulting in death and criminal use of a cell phone and involuntary manslaughter. Police charged she delivered methamphetamines and heroin laced with fentanyl to the guy who died. Police served a search warrant on August 18th at this man's house. Then they found it after hours. Blue was declared dead. Yeah, they must have searched the guy's house then. Okay, by the deputy coroner, police had heroin, fentanyl, and meth, among other drugs, in his blood. He also had a heart disease and was a chronic drug abuser, both of which considered contributing to his condition and to his death, police said. Investigators also found a logbook with drug transactions, and they include the dude who died's name on it. So that goes to prove that the lady sold the drugs more so to the man. And she sold him that. I'm gonna tell you that fentanyl is changing the game. You can't get no cocaine and no heroin without that stuff in it, and that stuff is killing everybody. So well, not everybody ain't killing, people don't take it. But anyway, the dude died, the lady killed him. Okay, the lady's trying to fight to clear her name. She faces drug possession and drug paraphernalia charges. And she's in Northampton County Prison with a $5,000 bill. That's all. That's good, though. It appears she transferred to jail in Monroe. Well, she didn't put the drugs in him. She probably sold it to him, $5,000 bill. Me, myself, I'm against Bill entirely. I don't think Bill should be, I know they got places and states that don't do bills, and I'm with that. I'm with that, with the bill. Okay, we're going to roll down to New Orleans, and we're going to see what's happening down there. All right. A man was killed. A man was ejected from his car and killed Saturday afternoon after hitting a pole on Green Acres Drive, according to Jefferson Parish Police. The 30-year-old man hit the pole while driving east around 4 o'clock. Authorities say the car rolled over at least once before coming to rest against a vacant car in the driveway in Green Acres Drive. Okay, and New Orleans, they got parishes more than counties, I guess. This 29-year-old guy died at 3 a.m. Saturday in a single vehicle crash on Interstate 310. St. Charles Parish police said. He was driving a 2015 pickup southbound on I-310 when he ran off the road. When he ran off the roadway to the right, overturned and became submerged in a canal. Troopers said he was extricated from the vehicle, transported to the hospital where she died. It was a girl, I guess. It was a woman. Oh, well, too bad. A man shot Friday. A shooting at a gas station early Friday left a man wounded, according to St. Charles Parish police officers. The shooting occurred just around 1 a.m. at Birdie's Food and Fuel. This was on Armand Boulevard, and one of the cops, the department said, the 24-year-old victim was taken to the hospital in a private vehicle. He had been fighting with an acquaintance. The cops said deputies booked this guy on counts of aggravated battery, illegal possession of a stolen firearm, and illegally carrying a weapon. Okay, they shot this guy. Oh, he was wounded. They left him wounded. Okay, it's 20. Okay. In Hannibal, a man was shot with his own gun during a scuffle with the father of his girlfriend's child. It's the father of his girlfriend's child. The father of his girlfriend's child. Oh, I get it. She broke up with the dude. She broke up with this dude. Now he's a new boyfriend, and he's getting into a fight with the old boyfriend. Yeah. This guy was 23 years old. This guy was 24, who spent several days recovering at a New Orleans hospital from the gunshot wounds, was arrested Monday and booked with aggravated assault with a firearm. The shooting occurred on October 9th at the child's home, the child's father's house. And James and his girlfriend went to the residence, and the kid was 1 year old. So lady, this woman, she got these dudes fighting over her. Okay, all right. Alrighty then. Okay, the dude brought a gun with him and pulled it out during the confrontation with the father of the girlfriend's child, authorities said. They said James dropped the gun as he and the father fought. The father scooped it up and shot James and shot the dude. Investigators determined that this is the boyfriend who was shot. The baby father was not arrested. Oh, the boyfriend confronted the baby father. Okay. I don't know what went down, man. It was a bad decision. A 40-year-old man was robbed at gunpoint about 9:30 p.m. in Central City, New Orleans. Oh, no, that's Central City too. The robber fled in his car. A woman in car robbed on the service road. A man entered the passenger side of a parked car in New Orleans Friday and robbed a 42-year-old woman while sitting in the vehicle. Okay, so that's what they're doing now in New Orleans. People riding up to people in their car, jumping out and robbing the people in the car next to them or the car behind them. All right, it's a new game. Okay, accidental shooting. A man was shot in the leg on Holly Grove on Friday afternoon in New Orleans, police said. Shortly before 2 p.m., police said the victim arrived at the hospital on his own seeking treatment for his wound. Police say the shooting was an accident. You see, they got a lot of guns in this country. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you something. That stuff that happened in Jersey, where the cop got shot, you know, I don't think them people was after no. They just was out killing people. You see, and that cop that got shot was a special kind of cop. Okay, to track down people with guns and killers. You got a lot of killers out there. A lot of people carry illegal hardware. Understand? And somebody got to track them down, and that's a terrible. That's the kind of job. Okay. New Orleans police this week arrested 3 suspects in unrelated sexual assault cases. A 56-year-old man and a 52-year-old man was accused of molesting underage girls. The guy was booked on aggravated crimes against nature, and the other guy was booked with 4th-degree rape, felony cardinal knowledge of a juvenile, and enticing persons into prostitution. The guy was booked on 3rd-degree rape. One guy was booked on 3rd-degree rape of another girl earlier this year, but prosecutors refused to pursue the charge, records say. The 47-year-old man is accused of raping and stealing $300 from a woman whom he had briefly dated. He was booked with 2nd-degree rape and assault. Oh, so the other dude, he used to date this girl. He went there for some money, or she accused him of raping and robbing her. And he ain't gonna never come out of jail. Oh man. Okay. And this is the last one. The owner of a tax filing service prepared at least 36 falsified income tax returns to inflate refunds to her clients. Federal prosecutors said in New Orleans Friday. Oh, it's not the last one. A grand jury charged this 35-year-old lady with 1 count of aiding and assisting in the preparation of false tax returns. She faces up to 3 years in prison with a maximum fine of $100,000 if convicted. I don't know if she got that money, but I don't know. She in jail. How many years she get? How many years? She faces up to 3 years there. A girl, three teen girls booked with 3 teenage girls were arrested after they stole a taxi driver's purse on Thursday in New Orleans. New Orleans police said. Police said the cabbie had dropped off the girls ages 13, 14, and 16 at about 2 o'clock. The oldest girl was supposed to pay the fare, but she allegedly snatched the driver's purse from the front seat while another of the girls knocked the vehicle's security cameras off the windshield. The girls fled, but police arrested them at St. Anthony and North Merrill Street in the 7th Ward. Yeah, well, you know how that go. I understand. They was young girls, I don't know, they was young kids. They wasn't raised right. Gunman robs driver in New Orleans East Side. A 35-year-old motorist was robbed at gunpoint by another man who pulled up in front of him in a Jeep. And, yeah, that's what they're doing. A robber fled. Okay, a 36-year-old woman was robbed at gunpoint by 2 men who ambushed her while she sat in the car. See, that's what they're doing in New Orleans. Okay, if you're in your car, they pull up next to you, they rob you, or they pull up in front of you and rob you. pull up behind you and they rob you. They rob you while you're in your car. That's the new thing in New Orleans. On Thursday, this woman, right? On Thursday, entered a dual plea of not guilty and not guilty by reason of insanity on charges that she stabbed two strangers outside a mid-city church on April 4th. Following the stabbings, she went to the state's mental hospital after doctors found her to be acutely psychotic. I don't know what that is. Acutely psychotic means, if you're acutely psychotic means you stab two people in front of a Department of Stuff for no reason at all. Okay, this is ABE, Abe Boulder, bringing you Lehigh Valley News. Press the thing at the bottom, the subscribe button, and thank you for watching.